What if Padmé survived Mustafar? Our story begins on the volcanic world of Mustafar, where Anakin Skywalker had just slaughtered the separatist leaders. But this time, when Padmé confronted the man she loved, the outcome would be far different and far more terrible. The landing platform on Mustafar, Padmé's ship touches down, and she emerges into the hellish landscape. Anakin waits for her, his yellow eyes gleaming in the firelight.
Anakin, I heard terrible things. Tell me they're not true. Tell me you didn't kill younglings.
The Jedi are evil, Padmé. They're plotting to take over the Republic. I've brought peace to the galaxy.
Peace? Anakin, look around you. This isn't peace, this is destruction.
You're with me, aren't you? You love me, don't you?
I love the man you were, not the monster you've become.
In our timeline, these words would be among her last. But here, as Anakin's rage exploded and his hands closed around her throat, something different happened. The twins she carried, Luke and Leia, reached out through the Force, their unborn presence touching their father's mind. Anakin begins to force choke Padmé, but suddenly stops, his eyes widening as he senses the children.
The babies. I can feel them. They're afraid of me.
Anakin, please, come away with me. We can leave all this behind.
I can't. I've done terrible things, Padmé. The Jedi will never forgive me. The Republic will hunt us forever.
But before Padmé could respond, Obi-Wan Kenobi emerged from her ship, his face a mask of grief and determination.
Anakin, you have allowed this Dark Lord to twist your mind until now. You have become the very thing you swore to destroy.
Don't lecture me, Obi-Wan. I see through the lies of the Jedi. You're jealous. You're holding me back.
I will do what I must.
You will try.
The duel that followed would reshape the galaxy. But this time, Anakin fought not just with rage, but with desperate purpose. He had to win not for power, not for the Sith, but to protect the family he had nearly destroyed with his own hands. The lightsaber duel begins, more vicious and desperate than ever. Anakin fights with terrifying intensity, driven by the need to protect Padmé and his unborn children.
You want to take her from me. You want to take my children.
Anakin, I'm trying to save you.
I don't need saving. I need them safe.
In a moment of brutal clarity, Anakin saw his opening. As Obi-Wan raised his blade to strike, Anakin's rage exploded outward. With a vicious blow, he severed his former master's arm, then drove his lightsaber through Obi-Wan's chest. Anakin strikes down Obi-Wan, who falls to the platform. Padmé screams in horror.
No! Obi-Wan!
He would have taken you from me. They all would.
What have you done? What have you become?
I've become what I need to be to protect you, to protect our children.
But as Anakin reached for her, Padmé collapsed, the stress and trauma of witnessing his transformation triggering premature labor. In that moment, Anakin faced a choice that would define the rest of his life.
The babies, something's wrong.
Hold on, Padmé. I'll get you help. I'll save you.
Using the Force to sustain her life, Anakin carried Padmé to her ship. But as they fled Mustafar, he made a decision that would doom them both. Instead of seeking help from the rebels or the remaining Jedi, he turned to the only power he believed could save her, the dark side of the Force. On a hidden medical facility controlled by the Empire, Darth Vader, for that was what Anakin had become, used Sith alchemy and dark side healing to save Padmé's life. The twins were born healthy, but their mother was forever changed. The trauma of Mustafar, combined with the dark energies used to heal her, left her fragile, dependent, and haunted by what she had witnessed. A sterile medical chamber. Padmé lies in a Bacta tank while Anakin, now in black robes but with his unmarked face visible, watches over her. The twins sleep in nearby cribs.
Her condition is stable?
Yes, Lord Vader, but the psychological trauma remains severe. She may never fully recover.
She will recover. I'll make sure of it.
But recovery would prove impossible in the gilded cage Anakin built for his family. On a remote world, far from the growing rebellion and the Emperor's watchful eye, Vader created what he believed was a paradise. In truth, it was a prison. A beautiful but isolated estate. Padmé sits by a window, staring out at the landscape. She looks older, worn down by years of captivity. Luke and Leia, now 8 years old, play nearby.
Another day in paradise.
Vader's protection had become suffocating control. No visitors were allowed. No communication with the outside galaxy was permitted. Even the children's education was carefully monitored to ensure they learned only what their father deemed appropriate. Vader enters the room, his breathing filling the space, but his face is visible, handsome, but cold.
How are you feeling today, my love?
Like a bird in a cage. A very beautiful, very secure cage.
The children are growing strong. Luke shows promise with the Force.
They need friends, Anakin. They need to see the galaxy beyond these walls.
The galaxy is dangerous. Here, they're safe.
Safe or imprisoned?
Everything I've done has been to protect this family.
By becoming the very thing I once fought against in the Senate? By serving the Emperor who destroyed everything I believed in?
But their argument was interrupted by an unexpected visitor. A holographic transmission crackled to life in the center of the room. Emperor Palpatine, his yellow eyes gleaming with malicious interest.
Lord Vader, I trust your family is well?
Yes, my master, they are secure.
Secure. Yes, I'm sure they are. Tell me, my young apprentice, does your wife ever speak of her old friends? Bail Organa, perhaps? Mon Mothma?
I have nothing to say to you.
Ah, Senator Amidala, still so spirited, still so political. I wonder, Lord Vader, if you've considered that keeping her alive might be a liability.
She is not a liability. She is my wife.
Of course, but wives can be influenced. They can develop sympathies. Perhaps it would be wise to monitor her communications more closely.
After the transmission ended, Vader stood in silence, his master's words echoing in his mind. For the first time, he began to wonder if his greatest enemy wasn't the rebellion or the remaining Jedi, but his own heart.
He wants you to kill me, doesn't he?
He wants me to be strong, unattached.
And what do you want, Anakin?
I want you alive. I want our children safe. Everything else is secondary.
But Padmé had heard something in Palpatine's words that Vader had missed, a hint that the rebellion was still active, still fighting. That night, while her family slept, she made a decision that would change everything. Padmé sits at a hidden communication console, her fingers trembling as she activates an encrypted channel.
This is Padmé Amidala. If anyone can hear this, I'm alive and I need help.
Years passed. The twins grew into teenagers, powerful in the Force, but isolated from the galaxy their father served and their mother had once tried to save. Padmé continued her secret communications, slowly building a network of allies who believed she was dead. And Vader, caught between his love for his family and his loyalty to his master, began to sense that his perfect prison was cracking. The estate's dining room. The family sits for dinner, but the tension is palpable.
I've been having dreams again.
What kind of dreams?
About a princess. She's fighting against an evil empire, trying to save her people. In the dream, the princess looks like Mother, and the evil emperor, he has your face.
Dreams can show us truths we're not ready to face, sweetheart.
I dream too, about an old man with a lightsaber. He says he knew our father before he became this.
The past is dead, Luke. Only the present matters.
Is it dead, Anakin? Or is it just buried under all this black armor and fear?
That night, as Vader stood watch over his sleeping family, he sensed a disturbance in the Force. Someone was coming, someone he had hoped never to see again. Ahsoka Tano had spent years searching for any trace of her former master. When she finally intercepted one of Padmé's secret transmissions, she knew she had found not just a survivor, but a prisoner. The rescue mission she planned would force Vader to confront the one person who still believed Anakin Skywalker could be saved. Alarms blare throughout the estate as Ahsoka Tano emerges from the shadows, her white lightsabers ignited.
Hello, Master.
Ahsoka, I wondered when you would come.
I came for her and for them.
She gestures toward Padmé and the children, who have run to see what's happening.
You will not take my family from me.
I'm not taking them anywhere they don't want to go. Padmé, you have a choice. You can come with me, help the rebellion, fight for the republic you once served.
The children.
The children stay with me, as do you.
Luke, Leia, do you want to see the galaxy? Do you want to meet other people, make friends, choose your own path?
We've never been allowed to choose anything.
Father, why can't we leave? What are you so afraid of?
I'm afraid of losing you. I'm afraid of the galaxy corrupting you, turning you against me.
The only thing turning them against you is this prison you've built. Anakin, you're still in there. I can feel your conflict.
Anakin Skywalker was weak. I destroyed him to protect what matters most.
Then why are you so afraid? If Anakin is truly dead, why does their love matter so much to you?
The duel between master and former apprentice would be unlike any other, a clash not just of lightsabers but of love, loyalty, and the choices that define us. Speaking of defining moments, Every Jedi and Sith needs the right weapon for their most crucial battles. Whether you're fighting to protect your family like Anakin or fighting to save a friend like Ahsoka, you'll want to check out these incredible lightsabers available through our Amazon link in the description. From Anakin's blue blade to Ahsoka's distinctive white sabers, find the perfect weapon for your own galactic adventures. Now, back to our story because this duel will determine the fate of the Skywalker family forever. The duel between master and former apprentice was unlike any other. Ahsoka fought not just for victory, but for redemption, both Anakin's and her own. Vader fought with the fury of a man who saw his entire world threatened. The lightsaber duel begins, more personal and emotional than any before. Ahsoka uses her knowledge of Anakin's fighting style, while Vader's power has grown immensely.
I know you're still in there, Anakin. I can feel it.
Then you feel weakness. I burned that weakness away.
Love isn't weakness, Master. Fear is, and you're drowning in it.
I won't lose them. I can't lose anyone else.
You're not protecting them. You're suffocating them. Look at Padmé. Look at your children. Is this the life you wanted for them?
For a moment, it seemed as though Ahsoka's words might reach him. Vader's blade lowered, his breathing became labored, and for the first time in years, doubt crept into his voice.
I saved them. I kept them safe.
You kept them alive. That's not the same thing.
But then Vader saw Padmé watching, saw the hope in her eyes, and something inside him snapped. The fear of losing her, of being alone, overwhelmed everything else.
I won't lose them. I won't lose anyone else.
With a vicious strike, Vader drove his lightsaber through Ahsoka's chest. As his former Padawan fell, Padmé screamed not in fear, but in absolute horror at what the man she had once loved had become.
No, not her too.
You still have a choice, Anakin. It's not too late.
She would have taken you from me. They all would.
She was trying to save us and you murdered her for it.
Father, what have you done?
She was trying to help us. She was trying to give us freedom.
The galaxy would destroy you. It would corrupt you, turn you into weapons against me.
The only one turning our children into weapons is you.
But before Vader could respond, new alarms began blaring throughout the estate. More ships were approaching not a single rescue mission, but a full rebel fleet. Padmé's years of secret communications had finally borne fruit. Bail Organa's voice crackles over a loudspeaker from the approaching ships.
Padmé Amidala, this is Bail Organa. We've come to bring you home.
No, I won't let them take you.
Anakin, please. Look at what you've become. Look at what you've done to us.
Everything I did was to protect you.
You didn't protect us. You imprisoned us. You turned your love into chains, your protection into a cage.
As rebel ships landed around the estate, Vader faced the choice that would define not just his fate, but the fate of his family and the galaxy itself. He could fight, as he always had, and risk losing everything in the battle, or he could let them go and lose everything anyway. Bail Organa approaches with a small group of rebel soldiers, his hands raised peacefully.
Padmé, you look tired, old friend.
Bail, I never thought I'd see you again.
Are you ready to come home?
What about him?
That's not my decision to make.
Go. Take the children. Give them the life I thought I was giving them.
Come with us, Father. It doesn't have to end like this.
It ended the moment I chose the dark side, Luke. The moment I decided that my fear was more important than your freedom.
We still love you, Father, even after everything.
And I love you, both of you, more than the galaxy itself. That's why you have to go.
As the rebel ships prepared to depart, Vader made his final choice. He deactivated all the estate's defenses, opened every gate, and stepped aside. For the first time in years, he chose love over control, freedom over protection.
Goodbye, Anakin.
Goodbye, my love. Goodbye, my children.
As the ships lifted off, carrying away everything Vader had ever loved, he stood alone in his empty paradise and watched them disappear into the stars. For the first time since Mustafar, he was truly alone. And for the first time since becoming Darth Vader, he wondered if that was exactly what he deserved. Vader, alone in the empty estate, his unmarked face wet with tears, watching the ships disappear. And so, in this timeline, Padmé Amidala survived, but survival came at a cost that death might have spared her. She lived to see the man she loved become a monster, lived to watch her children grow up in a prison built from twisted love, lived to understand that sometimes the cruelest fate is getting exactly what you think you want. Anakin Skywalker had saved his wife's life, but in doing so, he had destroyed everything that made that life worth living. His love had become possession, his protection had become imprisonment, and his family had become the very thing he had tried to save them from, casualties of his fall to the dark side. The galaxy would remember Darth Vader as a monster, but Padmé, Luke, and Leia would remember him as something far more tragic, a man who loved so deeply that it drove him to destroy everything he touched. And perhaps, in the end, that was the most human thing about him. So what I told you was true, from a certain point of view. Love without wisdom becomes obsession. Protection without freedom becomes imprisonment. And sometimes, the greatest act of love is learning when to let go. If you want to continue exploring these alternate timelines and untold tales with us, then please like, share, and subscribe to A Certain Point of View. And let me know in the comments, do you think Vader made the right choice in the end? Was Padmé's survival a blessing or a curse? And could love ever truly conquer the darkness? Or does it sometimes feed it instead? Until next time, may the Force be with you.